Hi, Jenny from Balloon Circus, and today's story is all about the little girl who loved new clothes. Boo Boo was a little girl who loved new clothes. She had golden hair, light brown eyes which were slightly slanted, a small nose and a pretty mouth. She was tall, strong, enjoyed eating, sleeping, climbing on furniture, running races, digging in the garden, climbing trees. She also loved wearing her mother's and father's shoes, though they were much too big for her. But the thing Boo Boo enjoyed best was wearing new clothes. Once a week, Boo Boo's mother let her choose a present for herself. Often she chose a toy car, a duck, a ball, but one day they were out shopping and she saw the nicest coat she had ever seen. It was in a big shop and it was a raincoat and it was bright yellow and shiny. Oh, Boo Boo wanted that coat so much. "Mummy, Mummy," she said, "what a lovely coat." "It really is," her mother answered. "Do you want to try it on?" Well, of course Boo Boo did, and the coat fitted perfectly. Now Boo Boo wanted that coat more than she had ever wanted anything before. And she thought, if Mummy has enough money, she'll buy it. But the trouble was, Boo Boo's mummy didn't have enough money. What can she do? "Well," said Father, "Boo Boo needs a raincoat, and I would so much like to buy her the yellow one we saw today, but I can't afford it." So for several days, the whole house was sad. Boo Boo because she didn't have her coat, and Mummy and Daddy because they weren't able to buy it for her. Then late one Sunday afternoon, all three of them went out for a walk. It had just stopped raining and they were almost the only people in the long street of shops. Boo Boo ran to look at the window of the shop where she sold the yellow coat, and she pressed her nose to the window and stared in hard. There were the yellow coats, a whole rack of them. But that wasn't all she could see. Even though the sun was shining, there seemed to be a light coming from the back of the shop. A rather funny kind of light too, red and smoky. "Daddy, there's a fire in the shop." "She's right," said her father and mother together. "There is." And they all three ran up the street until they found a telephone box. Daddy called the fire brigade and they hurried back to the shop to watch what happened. Soon the firemen arrived wearing big helmets and high boots, carrying axes in their belts. They quickly put the fire out, and when everything was safe, Boo Boo's mummy and Daddy took her to meet the chief fireman and the owner of the shop. "This is the little girl who saw the fire first," said the chief fireman. "Lucky thing she did. We were able to catch it before it had time to get very bad." "I was looking at the yellow raincoats," Boo Boo said, "and I could see red coming from somewhere and smoke." "Well, I think that deserves a present," said the man who owned the shop. "How about one of those yellow coats you like so much?" So Boo Boo got the lovely shiny coat after all. In fact, she got more. For Father bought her some shiny yellow boots to go with it, and Mother bought her a little yellow rain hat. In fact, Boo Boo had all the new clothes she could possibly want. Well, for a time anyway. Thanks, and we'll see you next time. Bye!